Bonjour. The French property market can be quite fast-moving. In major cities, for example, a property may be on the market for as little as 2 weeks before being let. So when a suitable one is found, a quick decision is needed to secure it. Another important information is when securing a property in France, the tenant has to prove to the landlord or the real estate agent that their salary is at least 3 times the amount of the monthly rent. As there is no multi-listing system in France, a thorough search of the market is necessary in order to find properties. This includes internet research and calling local agencies. When looking for a rental property, assignees should be aware that a kitchen described as unfurnished will usually only include a sink, whereas kitchens advertised as equipped will include some furniture and appliances. Paris is a relatively small city. It is made up of 20 districts known as arrondissements. The rental market has high demand and is therefore competitive. Most apartments available have 1 or 2 bedrooms, some will have 3 bedrooms, and very rarely will they have 4 bedrooms. Since the market moves very quickly, assignees should start searching for properties a few days before they are due to conduct a home search in the city. This will ensure that the properties they find are still available. Arrondissement 1 to 4 in the city center, as well as the Bastillerat in the 11th, typically attract single assignees or couples who wish to experience city living, and a 1-bedroom apartment typically costs between 1,300 and 1,700 euros per month. Arrondissement 16, 17 and Neuilly-sur-Seine, located on the west side of Paris, typically attract families as larger apartments are available there, and international schools are also located in the area. The western suburbs, Arrondissement 92 and 78, are also very popular amongst families looking for a house. Monthly rent for a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment starts at 2,500 euros, while a 3-bedroom house outside of Paris starts at around 3,000 euros per month. It is important to remember that in France, August is a holiday month, with most real estate agents and landlords away on annual leave, so it's highly advisable to avoid the month of August for a home search. Rental markets vary from one city to another. Generally speaking, in cities like Lyon, Marseille, Strasbourg and Toulouse, the market is not as fast-moving or competitive, so the rentals are lower. There are a number of different school systems in France. State schools, private schools, bilingual schools, which can be public or private, and international schools, which are privately funded and taught in another language. Most of them are English-speaking. Paris has a number of good quality international schools. Popular choices include the International School of Paris, located in the 16th district, Marymount School in Neuilly-sur-Seine, the Lycée International in Saint-Germain-en-Laye, the American School in Saint-Cloud, and the British School in Croissy-sur-Seine. Relocating families should research schools online as soon as their assignment is scheduled. It is a good idea to shortlist 2 or 3 schools in case the first choice has no places available. That way, application can be made as early as possible. You can drive in France if you hold a European driving license, and you can also drive in France with a foreign driving license from any other country up to 12 months after arrival. Within this time frame, you need to check that the country or state where the license was issued allows you to exchange it for a French one, and you will need to exchange it during these 12 months. If your license cannot be exchanged, then you will have to complete a French driving examination. France has an excellent public transport system, including regular bus and railway services in towns and cities. Paris, Lyon, Marseille, Lille and Toulouse also have metro system. And in Paris especially, the metro is one of the best ways to go around. It is fast, easy to use and efficient, with trains running every 2 minutes. The National Rail Service is also excellent, with train links between all major cities and many other European destinations. Assignees will find that the cost of public transport in France is cheaper than elsewhere in Europe. French is the official language, although in the business environment, many will be able to speak some English. However, outside of business, most locals will only speak French. And so we recommend that assignees try to learn the language. Even basic conversational French will help with the settling in process, as well as daily tasks like shopping and paying bills. The French are very patriotic. We hold family ties above material possession and focus on a good work-life balance. In business, networking is key, with meetings held over lunch or dinner, and dinner can start as late as 9 p.m. My top tips for living in France are: prepare for a high cost of living. Compared with other Western countries, the cost of living in France is high, especially in Paris. Fuel, food and clothes are particularly expensive. Remember the August shutdown. For 2 to 4 weeks in August, many businesses in France close for the holiday, including real estate agents. Get used to the slower pace of life. Businesses will often close at lunchtime between 1 and 4 p.m. so that the shop owner can have his lunch, and everything is closed on Sunday. Assignees relocating to France especially like leisure activities, from beaches to mountains to beautiful countryside. France has many wonderful places to escape to at the weekend, so make the most of it while you're there. The focus on family. French culture places great importance on the family unit, and relocating family enjoy this style of living. And of course, the food and the wine, bread, croissants, pastries, and more than 365 types of cheese. You will find fresh food open markets available twice a week in every city, town and village in France, as well as small specialty shops. So be sure to visit your neighborhood boulangerie and pâtisserie to really feel like a local. Bon appétit!